ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's third and final match here at the Baruch College Tri-Match. And today's non-conference game is the Baruch College Bearcats against the Golden Eagles of St. Joseph's College of Long Island. Now let's meet the starters for St. Joseph's from the Skyline Conference. A sophomore from Lindenhurst, New York, number 5, Breonna Silva. A sophomore from Huntington Station, number 7, Jessica Young. A sophomore from Holtzville, New York, number 8, Keelan Williams. A freshman from Lake Grove, New York, number 10, Amanda Goldstein. A senior from Eastport, South Manor, New York, number 14, Amanda Rose. A senior from Manorville, New York, number 15, Kristen Boyenwood. And a libero, a senior from Manorville, New York, number 21, Danielle Seneca. Now let's meet the Baruch College Bearcats. A sophomore from Staten Island, New York, number 3, Stella Chung. A junior from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, number 5, Anita Sigara. The libero, a sophomore from Staten Island, New York, number 7, Wei Chang. A sophomore from Belgrade, Serbia, number 8, Nina Pensovic. A freshman from Middle Village, New York, number 11, Shannon Barron. A freshman from Flushing, New York, number 16, Ada Cal. And running up the starters, a sophomore from Queens, New York, number 22, Catherine Chen. Have a great match.
Welcome back live. Happy Saturday, good afternoon. How is everybody's day? We got some volleyball in the Arc Arena. St. Joseph, Long Island, the Golden Eagles coming in with a record of 7-7, 1-1 in the Skyline, while the Baruch Bearcats come in 5-10, 2-2 in the CUNYAC division. There's the bell, and we are about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us. We've got some great volleyball coming up right now. Float serve goes over the net. We got some live volleyball right now. Ada outside. Net. St. Joseph, Long Island. Bearcats take the first point of the match. My name is Stephen Roach. I'm here with my co-partner, Brian.
Hey, Steve. Nice to be here, bud.
Yeah, Brian was working women's soccer this morning, and that's why he wasn't able to join us for the first two, and now he is here. He's in the Arc Arena.
We made it.
Yeah, we're getting ready for some great games. Outside to Anita. St. Joseph with their own outside attack. Off Shannon's hand. Ball finds the floor. 1-1. Eagles tie it up.
That's the point for number 14, Amanda Rose, as she's on to serve.
Jump float. Back set to Ada. Off the hands and a big block by number 7.
Jessica Young out of Huntington Station, New York.
Yeah, she's been a big defensive factor for the Eagles today.
Now, Steve, if you're just tuning in, what was the result of the first two matches?
So, if everybody's just tuning in right now, we had the Bearcats drop 3 sets to Montclair State. And then Montclair State played St. Joseph Long Island, and they won in 4. So St. Joseph Long Island is actually coming off a loss, and so are the Bearcats.
Okay.
So one of these teams is going to come out with a win today. The other one's going to come out 0-2.
Mina just subbed in, number 8.
We have the Bearcats in their Bearcat blue attire, while St. Joseph Long Island is playing in white. And Caitlin Williams, who's been an offensive star for the Long Island Golden Eagles all day long, goes after another high hand swing, hits the ball off the hands, goes out of bounds. A very nice intellectual swing and an ace for the Golden Eagles.
Number 21, Danielle Senecal.
Back to serve again. Nice deep float. Stella with the pipe. Middle set. Nina goes up to block, and the ball finds a home in the corner.
Point St. Joe's.
Yeah, point Golden Eagles as they lead 6-2 early in the first set. Let's see if the Bearcats can wake up a little bit.
Good serve there.
Great hard float. Out to Anita. Anita goes deep corner. Ball finds the ground. Point Bearcats. Float serve goes long.
St. Joe's Long Island takes a 7-3 lead here in the first set. Number 8, Caitlin Williams on for the serve.
Floater goes after Way. Back to Anita. Off the hands. Nice high swing. Long Island in some trouble. Down ball. Baruch in their own trouble now, giving a free ball over to the Golden Eagles. Let's see what they do with it. Middle attack. Nina. Stella out of the back row. Outside for the Golden Eagles. Picked up. Out to Anita. And we've got a rally. D-ball from Caitlin. Off the hands. Picked up by Stella. Santa with the back set. Tipped over. Outside. Pokey goes deep. Santa with the outside set to Anita. Anita goes deep line area 1. She saw the setter cheat up a little bit, and she just threw it deep. Point Bearcats.
Number 5, Anita Sangar on for the serve.
Little low. That's what happens when you drop those shoulders.
Yeah.
We don't keep our both shoulders high.
Absolutely. St. Joe's now takes an 8-4 lead.
Float goes over. Going after Anita. Outside set to Stella. Pass over the net and kill for the Bearcats. Mina with the hammer as she goes back to serve. Instead, she actually subs in for Yesley.
Now serving is number 14, Yesley Velasco.
Nice pass. Back set to the middle. They have a setter front row, so they're running a split offense right here.
Steve, what happened there? Was that a carry?
So I think they just called a carry on her. She blocked the ball as she was coming down. She just kind of scooped it too much and stopped the momentum. Yeah.
Landed.
Outside. Stella with a hard swing to the hands. Joust up top with Shannon, and St. Joseph's find themselves on the positive side of that point.
The Golden Eagles now take a 10-5 lead.
Catherine Chen with the back 5. The opposite setter combo. As she goes back, she will now become the setter. Santa comes out for Ada.
3 minutes. It's long.
Catherine Chen. Tight pass.
Tip.
Middle attack. It's kind of a thrown ball. Ball goes wide. We got a defensive game going here, Brian. A lot of defense all around the court, both teams.
Yep. Now hopefully Baruch can take advantage of that and start getting some momentum here.
Yeah, wake up the offense a little bit.
Yep.
Outside. Ada with the touch on the block. High ball goes to Stella. Stella off the hands and finds a point. Point Bearcats, 8-10. Float serve, area 1, set over on 2. Outside to Stella. Off the hands, and she finds another point, Brian.
Exactly what we were talking about, Steve. Bearcats now take, they got a couple points back there, and they're still trailing by 1, but they're trailing 9-10.
Yeah, they were just down 10-5. So This is a 4-point run right here.
Feels like they have the lead right now.
Yeah. There we go, Shannon. Shannon with a block. Shannon with another great touch. Even if you don't block it, that was a great touch. Ball goes just out of bounds. No hands this time. Float serve, standing. Stella with a 2-point pass. Outside to Ada. And 4 touches get called. The ball never went over the net. It went into the net, and then Baruch touched it again. So that was 4 touches in a row.
St. Joe's is now up 12-9 here. As number 5, Brianna Silva, is on for the serve. That ball's out. Was that close, Steve? I think,
another
tell.
offensive error. That one was a little out. You can see the St. Joseph Libero, too, pushing everybody, saying, hey, let's go. Do not stop. Let's go. Let's go. St. Joseph's is not trying to let up here. Outside attack. Ada with the touch, and the ball finds out of bounds. Just angle that right hand in a little bit more towards the court, and she would have had a stuff block right there. Outside. Ada gets blocked this time. Double called. Catherine Chen with the error, and Baruch falls 6 points.
Golden Eagles now have a 15-9 lead over the Bearcats.
Float serve goes short. Nice pickup. Pipe to Anita. Ball set barely over the net.
Yeah.
It stayed inside the antenna, so that was okay. Caitlin with the back. Ada setting a free ball. Caitlin now setting a 1. Shannon with the block. And no touch. The Bearcats are just hitting these balls a little too far out of bounds right now. They need to take a breath, calm down. They're kind of giving a lot of points up right
absolutely.
here.
A couple good volleys there, just couldn't finish.
Anita. Set over. Way picks it up. And a block. Time out, Bearcats. Bearcats trail 9-17. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay with us.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package.
Good afternoon, happy Saturday, and welcome back to Volleyball in Arc Arena.
Getting started here with the serve from number 5, Brianna Silva.
Shannon with the block. Nice block by Shannon.
That's exactly what you want from your middle, right?
Yeah, the basketball transition, getting up, reaching high, being athletic.
St. Joe's in some troubled waters over there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Outside to Anita. Way to cover. Sent over on 2. St. Joseph's in their own little trouble. Gives a down ball. Anita again.
Long.
This time goes deep.
Score is now 18-10 in favor of St. Joe's.
Outside to Anita again. Shot. Picked up. Back set to Ada. Sent over deep in another smart shot by Ada.
Just caught some line there.
Yeah, getting up high. Looking at the court. Picking out her spot. We have a sub for Baruch.
Yep, number 8, Mina checks in.
Yeah, for Yesley. Way back to serve. Ball goes just out.
Point for the Bearcats.
They're climbing back in little by little.
Yep, just chipping away. That's what you got to do.
Float. Middle attack. Nice dig by Catherine Chen, and no one's there for the second ball. Great dig by Catherine. I think that caught everybody off their toes.
That was definitely the hardest hit ball of the match so far.
Yeah, and great defense. We have 2 really good teams here. Ball passed over the net.
Steve, that looked like just a communication error there on the Bearcats.
Yeah, bad pass. Ball goes over. Ace for Long Island.
Yep.
Let's see if she can do it again. This time the Bearcats control it. Go out to Anita. Off the hands. Mina with a nice high pass. Overpass. We got a joust at the net. Everybody recovers. Baruch goes outside. And St. Joseph's finds a point.
Good volley there. Just St. Joe's got the better end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, the score is not dictating this game right now. There's a lot of good volleyball being played, but Baruch is down 21-12. 21-13.
Yep. Bearcats get the point as number 10, Santa checks.
Comes in. And we apologize to all friends and family if we have pronounced Santa's name wrong once or twice. We have not been able to meet directly every single girl on the team. We just kind of got to talk to her, get to know her a little more.
We try to improve week by week.
Week by week, Bri. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
That's the Bearcat way. Just always getting better. Student athletes. With Santa back to serve again.
Bearcats are trailing 14-21 here in the first set. St. Joe's struggles. Yeah.
Yeah, they're struggling in this rotation. Long Island clinging to a 6-point lead.
Just missed.
7 with that missed serve, yeah.
Yep. Now serving for St. Joe's is number 8, Caitlin Williams.
Standing float, going after the front row outside. Free ball over the net. Some trouble. A down ball attack. It's picked up by Stella. Set out to Anita.
Point St. Joe's. What happened there, Steve?
Looks like they're calling a double on Santa. She touched the ball twice and too much spin came out. Deep float serve going after the outside. Shot. Caitlin's there, and they just can't get it over on 3. Nice defense, way to dive.
Anita's on for the serve.
Down the line, the middle with a
Wow.
2-ball. They had nothing there for a second, and they pulled out something.
She just found some empty court there in the back corner.
Yeah, I think the Bearcats were looking for her to maybe set that ball
Yeah.
over, bump it over.
Great placement there.
And instead, she said, Coach, let me swing.
Set point for St. Joe's, correct?
24-16.
And that'll do it.
And that'll do it. They do it on 1. That's how you want to end a set. Set 1 goes to St. Joseph, Long Island, 25-16. Let's see how the Bearcat women can rally back. We'll be back in just 3 minutes. Stay with us.
Me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader, and I think that was something I had the capability of doing, and forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out to community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
And welcome back to Arc Arena. The Bearcats trail in set 1. We're starting off set number 2 with the Bearcats in their home Bearcat blue. St. Joseph, Long Island in the white, receiving the ball right now. Way to serve, middle attack, blocked by Shannon, ball goes down. And the Bearcats take the first point this time.
Big block there for Baruch.
Let's see if they can wake up a little bit in this second set and come back.
Yeah, let's see how they adjust here.
And the net on Shannon. She dropped her hands just as she was coming in. It actually looks like that was a net on Catherine Chen, number 22.
And Steve, these things are so hard to see sometimes that I'm glad I have you here, because I wouldn't know.
We got 4 refs
sitting
around this court. Every angle, they should have it.
Yep, absolutely.
And if not, I know they're giving their best effort, just like that with a one-handed dig. Down ball, Anita picks it up. Santa goes outside, little low of a set. Baruch with their own attack. And the ball's just too tight. Point Bearcats, and the Bearcats take a 2-1 lead. Santa comes out as Ada goes in. Catherine Chen back to serve. Standing deep float serve. Middle attack.
Blocked by
Shannon with the block.
And we get the point.
And the Bearcats come up top. Shannon with a great block. The athleticism. Deep serve, outside. Caitlin goes line. Anita says, I'm there. Anita returns. Just goes out.
Just missed there. Number 14, Amanda Rose on for the serve for St. Joe's, as they trail here 3-2.
Float serve, going after the front row outside. A nice touch by Anita, but ball just shanked outside. St. Joseph ties the game 3-3.
Amanda Rose on for the serve.
Float serve over the net. Picked up. Shoot. Off the hands. One-handed stab. Ball sent all the way outside from the corner. Gets that left hip around. Both hands up. Sends that ball high. Nice set. Covers and lets her hitter swing. Point Golden Eagles. Jump float.
Point for the Bearcats as they tie the game up 4-4.
That ball did hit the net, but it looked like middle blocker Shannon was ready for that ball if it went over.
Absolutely, Steve. And number 3, Stella Chung on for the serve.
Stella. Jump float, going after the outside. Back set to Caitlin. Off the hands of Anita, and Anita knows. You can just tell. Her hands were there. She just needed to turn that left hand into the court a little more.
Yeah,
and angles.
Yeah.
Back into the court, and it's a Bearcat block. But instead, she got used for a tool.
Ooh.
Nice hit. And now we use St. Joseph as a tool. Nice back row attack from Stella.
That'll tie it up 5-5 here in the second set. Shannon subs out. Number 14, Yesley Velasco on for the serve.
Deep float. Outside. Nice dig by Yesley. Outside tight ball.
Can't do anything with that.
Yeah, that one was just, you couldn't do anything really with that set. That's where as a hitter, you got to look at your setter and say, hey, let's go again. And as a setter, you just look at your hitter and say, I'm sorry, I'm getting you the next one.
All about the next one, Steve.
Yeah, the point's dead. What can we do about it? Get over it.
Yep.
Spilt milk. Clean it up, and let's continue moving.
Absolutely.
Way. Looks like she wanted to go, but just couldn't decide.
St. Joe's now takes a 7-5 lead here. Caitlin Williams for the serve.
And a double.
Bearcats
net
need to
call.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, that's what they called. The refs took it back. A net call.
On us.
Yeah, number
Baruch.
10.
Yeah.
Number 10 on St. Joseph's touched the net. And they touched the net before the setter, Catherine Chen for the Bearcats, doubled. Free ball goes over to the Bearcats. Picked up by Anita. Outside to Anita, little short. Ball falls down.
Point St. Joe's. As the Golden Eagles take a 9-6 lead here.
Checking the rotation at the score table. Trying to see if everybody's in the right rotation. And everything's perfect. Jump float. Back set to Anita. Middle attack, picked up by Catherine. Anita sends the ball high. St. Joseph gets their own free ball. Let's see what they do with it. They go outside. And off the block, tight set, but off the block. Point goes towards the Golden Eagles. And they take a 6-10 lead. Jump float. Santa goes out to Catherine Chen. A little beat shot, goes off hands. Over on 2. Anita sends it back. High ball to Anita. And she goes out for a point.
Anita's now on for the serve. As the Bearcats trail 10-7.
Ball goes just over the block. No hands are touched. Lands out of bounds, and the Bearcats pull within 2.
That's great court awareness by the Bearcats.
Yeah, stepped on the line, watched it go out. Coach Kevin's trying to rally his team back here, saying we're still in this. We can do this. Stay together, and we've got this.
Oh, wow.
Off the hands, a little miscommunication. I think Catherine Chen could have maybe taken one more step forward on that 10-foot line in the middle, instead of letting the setter, who's the primary secondary ball, touch that first one.
And, Steve, that ball didn't look like it was getting over.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going over either. Touched the top of the net, took a bad turn.
Another point here for the Golden Eagles as they take a 12-8 lead.
Another thing they do sometimes in volleyball, they say you do need a little luck. Those balls that trickle over the net, the team that misses.
We'll call that some luck.
Yeah, we'll take it. Any
we'll
points.
Take that.
9-12. As Yesley comes out, and Shannon, the defensive wall, the big middle blocker coming in. Let's see how she can establish herself at the net again this second time around.
Wei Cheng with the serve.
Outside tipped. It's picked up by Stella. Set back to Catherine and blocked. Golden Eagles with their own wall. Float serve goes over the net after the front row outside. back to Catherine. The ball's just too far outside.
And
timeout called by the Bearcats as they trail 9-14. We'll be back in just one moment.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside.
Sorry.
College has given me the flexibility.
And welcome back live to Arc Arena. The Bearcats trail 9-15. Nice dig by Way. Back set. Middle attack, 1.5 ball off the head. And the ball finds the ground. Point for Long Island. The Golden Eagles kind of running away with this set now.
Yep, the Bearcats need to do whatever they can to really stop this momentum here.
Shannon with an intellectual tip off the hands. Middle. Ball falls down. Point Golden Eagles. Bearcats trail 9 points right now, 17-9.
Point there for Baruch. Ada checks in.
Santa goes back to the bench. Catherine Chen back to serve. Ace for Catherine Chen. And the Bearcats pull within 6. Caitlin with an intellectual swing of her own, finding some hands, getting her hips to the outside and just swinging out. She didn't even aim for the court there. Float serve, going after the outside. Nice dig by the Bearcats in a double.
St. Joe's now takes a 19-11 lead. Number 3, Logan Lemaraco on for the serve.
Point Bearcats as they get their 12th.
Now serving for the Bearcats, number 3, Stella Chung.
Nice pass. Middle attack. Doug.
Big hit.
Anita's there. Ball sent over the net. Long Island in their own trouble. Outside to Anita. And she goes high off the hands. The Bearcats the bench is yelling it's tool time. They all saw the intellectual swing by Anita. Outside. Shot. Picked up by the Bearcats. Sent out to our own outside. Down the line. And Anita with another kill.
Little momentum here for the Bearcats. Let's see if they can come back.
Yeah. Even if they can't win this set, maybe bring that momentum no matter what into the third set.
Absolutely.
You got to ride that momentum. Ace for the Bearcats.
Another one there. It looks like St. Joe's might be getting a little tired here.
Yeah, 15-19. They pulled within 4.
Yep.
They haven't been within 4 since the very beginning of this match, of this set, too. Ace for Stella.
Now, Steve, if you're St. Joe's coach, are you going to call a timeout here, try to stop this momentum?
It's 16-19.
Tough to say, right?
I could call one right now, and I could also call one if they lose this point.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Back over to Ada.
Ada finds a point. Let's see if he calls timeout right here. I'm not trying to tell him what to do. Very smart coach, very nice guy.
You're the volleyball guy here.
We'll see. He's trusting his team. They're up one whole set. Maybe he wants to see them struggle for a second and get out of it. It's still very early in the season. Because just right there, they got out of it. Now let's see what they do here. 20-17. Float over the net. Outside to Anita. Shannon with a block.
Recovered by St. Joe's.
Yeah, nice recovery.
Yeah. Outside to Ada. And that'll be good.
And the point goes to the Bearcats. 18-20. Mina comes in the middle. Yesley comes back to serve. Shannon comes out of the middle. In timeout called by St. Joseph Long Island, 20-18. Let's see how the Bearcats come out of this timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
No one ever won a race because it was their turn. And guzzling the right sports drink never won all 3 sets. You can't talk your way through a tournament, and luck doesn't last. Real champions know that it takes more to do more, because wanting it just isn't good enough. You've got to be smarter, faster, tougher. After all, if championships were easy, everybody would have one. City University of New York Athletic Conference. Learn, play, succeed.
Welcome back to the second set. Bearcats trail by 2 points, 20-18. Yesley back to serve. Mina just came into the middle. Shannon just came out of the middle. Long Island going back to Caitlin. Doug. And just goes out of bounds. Long Island pulls a 3-point lead.
Now serving is number 8, Caitlin Williams.
Float. Outside to Anita. Anita just goes over the top and swings.
Wow. Not much you can do there.
Santa comes in for Ada. Ada comes out. Santa goes back to serve. Ace for Santa, 20-21.
Bearcats just 1 point away from tying this thing up.
Even if they don't take the second set, I like the momentum, the talk, the offense, the defense.
Looks like they're really coming together.
Looks a lot better than that first set. They weren't really awake. Back set for St. Joe's. Santa's there. Anita with the smart tip. Pulling out the tip for once. 21-21. Santa. Picked up by Way. Outside to Anita again. She goes off the hands and down the line.
We have to fix that. Look at the front.
Bearcats pull a 22-21 lead. Outside. No touch, and that's 4 touches for St. Joseph's. Bearcats take 23-21 lead.
2 points away here from taking the second set. Not only would they be taking the second set, but big comeback.
Yeah, big comeback as they take the 24th point, 24-21.
This is it right here.
Set number 2. St. Joseph's still leads 1 set. And I've done this before. You got to pretend to tie your shoe while someone's serving for game point. I've done that 10 times. I'm not even mad that St. Joseph's doing that. Ball goes over.
Good serve.
Number 10, down ball, one-handed stab. St. Joseph's is there, though. D-ball back to Caitlin. Stella with a shot over the net.
That's out.
Middle attack goes out. Game 2, set 2 goes to the Bearcats. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Welcome back to set number 3 in the Arc Arena. The Baruch College Bearcats are taking on St. Joseph Long Island Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles in the white, Bearcats in the Bearcat blue. Golden Eagles won the first set, while the Bearcats won the second set. It is best to 3 sets. You got to win by 2. And if it goes to the 5th set, it's to 15, but you still got to win by 2. Ada with a dump over the net. First point, Bearcats, 1-1.
Number 3, Stella Chung on for the serve.
Outside to Caitlin. Off the hands and gets another kill.
Now serving for St. Joe's is number 14, Amanda Rose.
Tip. Ball goes into the net, and the Bearcats find their second point.
Mina checks in for the Bearcats.
Way back to serve. The Baruch libero. Off the net.
Good recovery by St. Joe's.
Yeah, way to be there. Caitlin throwing it deep. The Bearcats sending a down ball. Stella's there. Caitlin tries to throw it down.
Outside to Anita.
Into the rafters. The libero's there.
Good.
Free ball to the Bearcats.
Another good recovery by St. Joe's. Especially playing that out of the rafters.
Free ball just sent into the net after all that. Great rally.
Yeah, great volley there on both sides. Bearcats getting the better end. Yep.
It's great to see that. Both these teams can play.
Way on for the serve. Point for the Bearcats.
Outside attack just goes a little deep. Just a little deep. Nice pass. Middle. No, that one was a lot of deep.
Yeah.
A lot of deep. Another out swing. The Bearcats take a 5-2 advantage early in set number 3.
Ways continuing her serve.
Yeah, the service run right here, just going after the front row outside.
Outside to Anita.
Mina with the back set. Mina with the overpass kill. She waited, she picked her spot, followed through, and hit her corner.
Bearcats now take a 6-2 lead.
Float serve. Goes deep.
Into the hoop.
Oh, that would have been 2 points for sure.
Yeah.
Just missed the hoop.
Bearcats on a good run here.
Yeah, Way continuing the service.
Another good serve.
This time she switches it up, goes from 5-1. Shot. Mina's there, but just a little too excited. She jumped just early.
Yeah, that ball got caught up in the net for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Tough to read.
Because you also can't have your hand cross the plane of the net. You can't be sitting on the other team's side.
Got it.
So she didn't want to be too early. She didn't want to be too late. Now when she just went a little early.
Over the middle.
I like Ada being aggressive going after that line. Just like in baseball. Sometimes you just got to go for that pitch. You would know that.
Absolutely.
You miss it sometimes.
You got to be aggressive.
I would tell her to do it again.
Yep.
Because I would way rather have her being aggressive than just kind of lobbing something in there that the other team can
Absolutely, Steve.
just eat.
Sent over by Stella.
Middle attack.
Ooh, big hit there.
Big hit.
That is number 10, Amanda Goldstein.
Amanda with the hammer out of the middle. She's also hitting outside, opposite. She's doing a lot for the Golden Eagles here. 2 balls, back ones, 3 balls. Stella calling her ball, letting everybody know.
Williams with the hit. Back to Goldstein. Another kill, wow.
Another hammer. And she does it again.
Not much you can do with that, Steve.
There's not much anybody's doing with that.
Number 21, Danielle Senecal on for the serve. Outside to Anita.
And that one was one of those lucky balls we talk about.
Absolutely.
All the luck was on the Golden Eagle side for that.
Yep. Eagles now come back to tie it up 7-7 here in the third set.
Float. Going after Stella. Out to Anita.
Block from St. Joe's. Sent over to Ada.
Some miscommunication, but the Bearcats played it, and Anita sends the free ball just wide as St. Joseph's pulls their first lead.
8-7.
And ties it right back up. 8-8 Bearcats.
Number 10, Santa checking for the serve.
The transfer setter. Nice serve. Back set to Caitlin.
Another big hit.
Picked up, but just shanked out of bounds, not back into the court. As Caitlin Williams goes back to serve.
Good recovery there by the Bearcats.
Baruch sends over a free ball.
Goldstein.
Amanda on the back one this time.
With another one. Golden Eagles now take a 10-8 lead. Williams for the serve.
Ace. Ball falls down. Floater going after Stella.
That'll do.
Yeah,
Ooh,
nice pickup. Pipe attack from Stella. Ball never crosses the net. 4 attacks for the Bearcats, and they fall by 4 points, 12-8.
Steve, I thought for sure that point was going to go for the Bearcats.
Me too, Brian.
Just long there.
Just a little. Aiming for some hands, just missed it.
St. Joe's now creating some separation as they take a 13-8 lead.
Short serve this time, switching it up. Back to Anita, but the set's a little inside. Shot goes down the line for a point. The Golden Eagles take a 6-point advantage, 14-8. Let's see what the Bearcats can do right here. Setter had to pass it. Oh. Another ace for Caitlin.
Communication error there by the Bearcats.
Timeout called by the Bearcats. Long Island on a service run right here. We'll be back in 1 minute.
For the love of the game. But for those of us who are Division III student athletes, it's more than that, a lot more.
Sure, the game is important, but as we work so hard to build both mind and body, it's more about team.
That is why NCAA Division III teamed up with Special Olympics. And in giving the gift of sport to those for whom it seemed an impossible dream, we are working to make this a better world.
Help us keep that dream alive.
You can make a difference.
Welcome back live. Caitlin back to serve.
Looking to continue her service run.
Yeah.
It's my new volleyball vocab for the day.
Amanda throwing it over.
Outside to Anita.
Anita.
Ooh. That'll get Baruch right back in it. Bearcats now trailed 9-15.
Yeah, down 6. They're pulling back. A joust at the net, and the Bearcats don't win it.
Steve, did that look like a carry? Or how does that work?
She kind of guided it and threw it. I thought that was a little bit of throw. You can see the refs talking about it actually right now.
Yeah.
But they gave it to Long Island.
Okay. St. Joe's now takes a 16-9 lead. Point for the Bearcats. Shannon and Yesley check in. Y subs out as Yesley's on for the serve. Bearcats trail by 6 here in the third set.
Float, going after the outside. Back one, off the hands, and another kill for the middle. The middle game is just working for Long Island here.
Now serving is number 10, Amanda Goldstein. And Steve, we've seen a bunch of big hits from her early on in this match.
Yeah, she is an X factor for this game.
Absolutely.
The setter with a back set over her head. Ball falls down and finds a spot. You can tell she's done that one before. She just tricked everybody in the gym.
Yep. Stella.
Off the hands.
Point Baruch.
Down ref calls hands.
Ada checks in for the Bearcats. Number 22, Catherine Chen on for the serve. And that's good.
Ace. It lands in.
Steve, we had a really good view of that. That was a great ball the whole way.
That just painted the back line. Let's see if she can do it again. That would be impressive.
Looks like they're shifting their defense a little bit towards that back line. Tough ball here for St. Joe's.
Some more trouble. Let's see what Baruch can do with it. Tight pass. And a double. It was just too tight of a pass. The setter couldn't get up there in time and save that ball.
Now serving for the Golden Eagles is number 5, Brianna Silva. Another point there for the Golden Eagles as they take a 20-12 lead here. That ball just looked a little bit wide.
Yeah, we had one ref actually call hands, and it touched, but they overruled it and called it Golden Eagle point. Free ball. Let's see what they can do.
Yep, Bearcats need to slow down this Golden Eagles offense.
Ball goes into the net.
St. Joe's now breaking away with a 21-12 lead here.
Yeah, it seems like the Bearcats almost fell back asleep in this third set. First set, they weren't really there. The second set, they did was fight.
That was a great comeback. Unfortunately, now they're going to be in a tough position.
Yeah, and they're going to want that momentum back again. Free ball sent over. Middle
Another
attack.
big hit.
Another kill from the middle. I think Baruch really just needs to stop the bleeding out of the middle right there.
Yeah, there's no question St. Joe's is a good team here.
Yeah. This is a good, well-coached team.
Silva with the serve.
Outside.
Ada.
Nice swing by Ada.
Wow. Good effort there by St. Joe's, but Baruch stops the momentum a little bit. Hopefully now we can get some points. This is number 3, Stella Chung, on with the serve. Outside to Williams.
Nice.
Point Baruch.
Yeah, nice block.
Yeah, good block. The ball kind of got hung up there for a little bit.
Yeah, you saw Ada do a second jump. I like that.
Landed in our favor. We'll take that every time. Good serve. Up the middle. Long.
Yeah, this time that one went out, which we'll take. Usually St. Joseph's been getting what they want out of the middle.
Yep. St. Joe's is going to call a timeout here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
22-15.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
We are live back at the Arc Arena as number 3, Stella Chung, is on for the serve. Outside to Williams. Tipped over by Chen. Recovered by the Bearcats. Outside to Anita, and that's good. Bearcats now trail 22-16. Number 3, Stella Chung, on for the serve. Outside to Anita. Recovered by St. Joe's. Free ball. And that's good for Ada. Bearcats slowly chipping away again here in the third set as they trail 17-22. Let's see if Stella can continue her service run. Outside to Williams. Swing. Recovered by the Bearcats. Outside to Anita. Tip. And that's good. Bearcats closing in now. Only a 4-point deficit here in the third set. If you were with us here in the second set, you saw the Bearcats make another big comeback. So let's see if they can do it again here. Back to Ada. Lost the ball. The Bearcats get another point. Closing in within 3 as they trail 22-19. Stella continuing her serve. Sent out to Anita. Tip. Rose recovers. Sent over the middle. Communication error there with St. Joe's, and the Bearcats will take another point. Now we trail by 2.
Yeah, only down 2 points here. This is the momentum we need to come back.
Yep. Another good serve by Stella. Really putting it to the St. Joe's defense to make consistent plays. Big hit by Ada, mishandled, sent back over.
3 ball.
Outside to Anita. Big swing. Good volley here. Again, Anita recovered. Outside to Ada, tipped.
That ball looks like it might have been out, but the Bearcats played it.
Great effort there on both sides. St. Joe's coming out on top.
Yeah. 23-20.
Number 14, Amanda Rose on for the serve.
Outside. Shot, picked up. Back set. Blocked. Ada recovers.
Great recovery there for the Bearcats.
Caitlin outside set. There's just hustle everywhere.
Yeah. Great volleyball on both sides here. Big swing. Wow.
Back to Caitlin.
Oh, man.
And she touches it.
Great volley there on both sides.
Great volleyball on both sides.
Can't ask for much more than that on both teams.
Yeah. Instead of 21-23, we have 24-20. Set point for the Golden Eagles.
Ada. And that'll be good for the Bearcats.
Goes deep. Point. 21-24.
As we have Mina checking in.
And Way back to serve. Back to Caitlin. Off the hands for the set point. 25-21.
That'll do it.
I like how they came back a little bit, but I want to see more aggressiveness from the beginning.
We really got to have a great start here in the fourth set.
We'll be back in just 3 minutes.
We'll be right back.
Which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems.
Good afternoon, happy Saturday, and welcome to Arc Arena. Set number 4 is on its way right now. Ball goes outside, tip to Stella. Middle attack, and the Bearcats still have no answer for that middle attack. Long Island back to serve. Out to Stella, goes deep corner, tipped over, and the Bearcats just aren't there to pick it up.
St. Joe's takes a 2-0 lead here early in the 4th set. Brianna Silva with the serve.
Block for St. Joseph. The Golden Eagles putting up a wall. Taking an early 3-0 lead.
Steve, especially after dropping the previous set, I think it's important to get an early lead, and that's unfortunately not what we've done here.
Yeah, it looks like they just called double, maybe a lift, and the Bearcats trail 4-0 to start this set. Down 2-1, they have to win this set to stay alive, to force it to a game 5.
Anita up the middle. Outside to Rose. Caught up in the rafters.
Baruch keeping it alive.
Great recovery by the Bearcats.
Shannon with the block.
Great block by Shannon there. Ada checks in. And Catherine Chen on to serve.
Just a bit wide.
Rose with the serve.
Float goes over the net. Outside to Ada. Tip. And there is
Point
a
Baruch.
net. Yeah, net.
Bearcats will take whatever they can right now to stay alive.
Deep float. Back 1.5 set.
Outside to Anita. Big swing. Again to Anita.
Goes down line this time. And they find a kill.
St. Joe's now takes a 6-2 lead here in the 4th set. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in with us now, this is the 3rd game of our tri-match here at the Arc Arena today, where we also saw Montclair.
Yeah, Montclair played St. Joseph's to start the day. Montclair won that. Baruch played Montclair to start the day, and Baruch lost.
Yep.
And then Montclair beat St. Joseph's. Montclair was done, so they went home after their 2 games. They won both. And now we're having the 0-1 St. Joseph's team play 0-1 Baruch. Winner goes 1-1 on the day. Loser goes 0-2 on the day.
Yesley and Mina check in as Yesley's on for the serve. Bearcats trailing 7-3.
Nice deep float. Back to Caitlin off the hands, and she just walks away with a point. Thank you. My turn to serve. What's up next, Coach?
Number 8, Caitlin Williams on with the serve.
Outside to Anita. Goes angle. Over on 2. Back set to Ada.
Big swing.
Slammed down the line, and Ada Santa comes in for Ada. That means Catherine Chen, the setter who was front row, now became a front row offensive hitter as Santa's back row setting only. Ball gets hit, lands out of bounds.
St. John's holding the 9-4 lead here.
Float serve, Way is there. Anita to the back 5. Blocked for the Golden Eagles, and the Bearcats fall 10-4. You don't see Anita get too many back sets from row 1. She's usually set on the outside. Where Catherine Chen is right now. Let's see what they do offensively right here. You got Mina in the middle, Catherine on the outside, and Anita at the back. Ball goes to Catherine on the outside, tipped high into the middle. Ball sent over. Out to Anita on the outside, and this time Anita finds an outside kill.
Point is good there as Anita's on to serve.
And we got St. Joseph's with a little shoe untied.
Bearcats trailing by 5 here in the 4th set.
Outside set to the middle. Bearcats in a little trouble, but send a free ball over. Back set to the middle now. Anita sends a ball over just over the fingertips of Amanda, number 10. And the ball finds the middle of the court, that black hole. Middle of the court just kind of sucks up everything.
Yeah.
That's just the worst spot.
Anita with the serve.
Anita on the floor again. Stella going up. She's not even swinging for the court. She landed facing out of bounds. She didn't even aim at the court. She swung out of bounds off the hand. Wanted that ball to just go away from everybody else. Great swing. Going after the front row outside. Middle attack. Another kill.
No answer by the Bearcats. That's where they've been getting us all day, Steve.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. We need to slow down the middle just a little bit.
Yep.
Nice high three-point pass. All 3 options available. Goes back set. Ball goes wide. Point Golden Eagles. And the Eagles are really starting to run away with this. 12-7. Blocked. Golden Eagles get a point. Serve goes into the net.
Shannon checking in for Yesley. Number 7, Way on for the serve.
Float. Front row outside. Middle attack. Off the hands. And Baruch just cannot stop the middle right now. Back set to Catherine. And a lift called. They said she got her hand under that ball, brought it up, stopped the momentum. Point goes to the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles need 10 points.
Silva with the serve.
Middle attack. And a net. Short serve. Santa goes to the pipe. Anita gets the ball back. And the Bearcats fall 17-8. Timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
No one ever won a race because it was their turn. And guzzling the right sports drink never won all 3 sets. You can't talk your way through a tournament, and luck doesn't last. Real champions know that it takes more to do more, because wanting it just isn't good enough. You've got to be smarter, faster, tougher. After all, if championships were easy, everybody would have one. City University of New York Athletic Conference. Learn, play, succeed.
It starts right when you hit the court. You imagine your finest moment. The game-winning shot that gets you to the dance. A monster dunk or no-look pass. And cutting down the net. Sports lets us dream of our own success. And prepare us for our finest moments on and off the court.
No one ever won a race because it was their turn. And guzzling the right sports...
It starts right when you hit the court. You imagine your finest...
We are back live. Back set.
Much needed point there for the Bearcats, staying alive here in the 4th set, especially after the timeout. I think that's important.
Santa comes out. Ada comes back onto the court.
Catherine with the serve. Outside to Williams. Big hit. Point Bearcats. Must have just missed there.
That was out?
I don't know, Steve. That's not our side of the court, but definitely close.
Outside.
Williams.
Again. One ball. Shannon's there this time. Shannon there's with a throwdown. Down ball and no communication between Way and Anita. Someone's got to make a move, especially as the 2 leaders on this court. One of them has to make a move. Float. Doesn't make it over the net. Float serve. Past the front row outside. Middle. Comes for a back 1 and explodes with a hammer. Jump float. Picked up. Ace. The Golden Eagles take another point. 20-11. The Bearcats need to fight back right now. The window is closing.
Yes.
That serve was a little low. It hit a teammate. Had some good pace on it, though. As Shannon comes out and Yesley goes in.
Yesley on with the serve.
And Yesley with her own error. Very uncharacteristic of Yesley. It looked like she hurried a little bit. Caitlin back to serve. Anita with the second ball help. Stella. Middle attack again. One-handed, and the ball goes into the rafters. Point Long Island, and once again the middle just shows to be too much.
Number 8, Caitlin Williams with the serve. Heads up there.
Ball goes into the net.
Number 10, Santa, checks in as she's on for the serve.
Float. Nice serve. Free ball. Let's see what the Bearcats do with it. Outside to Anita. Down the line. Bearcats trail 23-14. Anita was there though. Ball just didn't get over the net. 23-15.
Never know, Steve.
Santa with the ball into the net. Match point for Long Island. Let's see if Baruch can hold them off and get back into this. They need 9. Free ball goes deep, and the Bearcats hang on for another point. 16-24. Outside to Stella, knuckled deep. Shot goes out, and the Bearcats are still alive.
Good throw there, Steve.
Thank you. I'll work on it. Coach has been helping me, you know?
Should sign you up for baseball.
Back set. Shot over the net. Middle attack. Nice dig by Way. Sanaa getting her feet there. Stella just pushing the ball over the net. Over on 2. Great hustle, but the Golden Eagles just pull through on that one.
That'll do it here for today, ladies and gentlemen. However, after the match, we'll have an interview with our very own Stephen Roach and Stella Chung.
I'm sitting here with the one and only Brian Flannery, the baseball god, the baseball superstar, the one that gets us through this season. He's helping us out with the girls' volleyball, too. I appreciate you coming and helping me.
Of course, my pleasure.
Because I need it.
Always a pleasure.
Brian, if I do not see you, have a good weekend. We'll see you
brother.
later.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for our interview with Steve and Stella.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see the first match, we had Montclair State, the Red Hawks, beat the Bearcats in 3 straight sets. After that, Montclair State played St. Joseph's Long Island, and Montclair State, the Red Hawks, won that set in 4, dropping the third one. After that, we had the game that you just witnessed with St. Joseph Long Island, the Golden Eagles, playing the Baruch College Bearcats, and the Bearcats fell in 4 sets. Another 4-set game for St. Joseph Long Island. We had a bunch of great volleyball today, offensively, defensively. Every single team that came into this gym showed up. The Bearcats came in on the day with a record of 5-9, and they fall to 5-11 on the season. They still have a 2-2 CUNYAC record, though. And Tuesday, October 7th, they play New Rochelle at 7 p.m. in Arc Arena. So you can also come back Tuesday at 6:30, 7 p.m. anytime, and come back and join us for the New Rochelle game. That Thursday next week, the Bearcat women also play New Jersey City at 6 p.m. The following Monday, the Bearcat women have a doubleheader against John Jay College at 10 a.m. and Lehman College. That will be hosted by John Jay. Upper West Side, if you're looking to go, and you can always join us in Arc Arena, 25th in Lexington. We are in the basement, right above the pool. And in just a few moments, we will have Stella, the outside, the sophomore outside from Staten Island. She will come and sit down with me, and we will have just a few questions. I would like to take a moment and say thank you for joining us at Baruch Arc Arena, the CUNYAC Volleyball League. Watching the Bearcats take on Montclair State at 10 a.m. Well, we also witnessed Montclair State take on St. Joseph Long Island at noon. And then the match that you guys all just witnessed was the Baruch Bearcats against St. Joseph Long Island at 2 p.m. We had a fun, action-packed day today. A lot of good things going on. A lot of things we can work on. We'll have to talk to Coach Edwards, too, and see how he feels about the match, too. I know specifically playing under him for 3 years for the men's volleyball team, he's more about the intellectual game rather than physically beating everybody. Especially since it's still so early in the season, he's looking to challenge his girls and see them get better every day. He's not really looking for a CUNY championship at the very beginning of the season, especially as an experienced coach and an experienced player overseas and someone who competed in the Olympics. Kevin knows what he's trying to get out of his team, and the girls know that if they can just kind of follow what he says, they'll be in a good position to do well by the end of the year. The record itself for the Bearcat women does not really show anything. They have a lot of good, tough matches, and especially at the beginning of the year. They play a lot of top 10, top 15 teams, and even if you come out with a loss, it does not mean that you played poorly. I think a lot of those girls know that, and a lot of them are behind Coach Kevin. And if I can get Stella over here, maybe get her phone away. You know how they are, always on their phone.
You're going to sit right here, Stella. And you're going to look up at the camera.
Oh, it's like they're looking? Okay.
It's not up close. Be about ready in a minute. Okay, 0 in.
How are we doing, Stella?
Good.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining the podcast. 2 losses today. From what I saw is maybe a little bit more communication, but they were not bad losses. How are you feeling about that?
I agree on the communication. We definitely need a lot more energy on the court. I just think it's more individual now, but as a team, it's coming together slowly. Like, we have certain parts moving, like Anita and Wakey's getting some great digs, and now just we got to tweak some certain, like, you know, the middle's been working, and, like, it's getting better, so the block's getting there. But, yeah, I think communication could change a lot, and I think the losses today were – we could have taken, I think, that last game, but I think we learned something from it, and hopefully we'll come back stronger.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about a little bit, is that you guys do play a lot of top teams, a lot of these really, really good teams compared to maybe the CUNYAC division a little bit. So it is hard sometimes when you do take a 3-0 loss. It doesn't specifically say that on paper. And from what we've been seeing is that you guys are playing really well, especially compared to last year. The communication has amplified. It's there. The offense, too, it looks like you guys are way more offensive this year, especially with the addition of Anita.
And Ada.
Yeah, and Ada, too. It's a whole new team almost. And you're swinging so well, too. What I try to talk about and what I love about your swings is can you talk a little bit how you pick off hands?
Oh, yeah. So being shorter than normal outsides, I have to compensate by playing smarter and not always going for the big hard kill, because then I know I'm just going to get stuffed. So I always aim high for the hands or inseams or off the hands, also tipping, pushing into spots. So, yeah, that's something that I feel like I've gotten better at, and I'm using to my advantage.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you're one of the smartest hitters on the court right now, especially being a little smaller. You're always getting your hips around there, shoulder up, you're finishing outside, and you're almost aiming off court rather than in the court in front of you. It's just beautiful to see every time.
Thank you.
And last question, how did Coach Edwards feel about it after? I know he's very intellectual and really about the thinking about volleyball and not the physicality.
Yeah, Coach is always so optimistic and inspiring. He knows how to turn around 2 losses into still something positive that we could take from it. I think we're all on the same page where, these are 2 harder teams, and we kind of stepped up to the plate. No matter if it's a win or a loss, it doesn't reflect how we did on court and how much effort we put in.
Totally agree. You just got to move on to the next one. What can you do? It's already happened, and you just got to start thinking about the next game.
Yep.
And so what you guys have is Tuesday, New Rochelle in the Arc Arena.
Again,
please join us for that. And we look forward to seeing you in another match. You're great. You're a great
Thanks,
player.
Roach.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later, okay?
Okay.